quite a bit of twists and turns in this room, and the problem is that it is basically a glorified hallway. So I call this our fireside room, and this is where we have our wood stove and we heat our house with wood. So it's a very important room, and it also connects to the upstairs. It connects the kitchen to the living room. So we have lots of traffic coming through here. If you find that you have a room like this, section off those pathways. They are sacred. Don't mess with them. But everything beyond the main pathways that people are walking through, which should be at least 36 inches. In larger rooms, you want to go up to 42 inches. Everything outside of those lines is fair game, and you want to really beef them up and make them super cozy. So I've done a lot with the wall decorations that I can as you walk up towards the stairs. So this room has taken on several different forms. I have about 3 feet depth that I can work with, and all along this one wall over here. So in the past, I've had recliners. I had slip-covered recliners. I made the slip covers, and that was a beast. I never want to do that again, but there is a blog post if you'd like to learn how to do it yourself. That lasted until the recliners gave out, and the slip covers gave out, and then we don't have a dining room, and so I tried to make it into a dining room, but you only have 3 feet depth, and I'm trying to get our whole family, 6 people around the table. Tried different kinds of tables. Well, you guys. I had a couch in here. I moved our couch in here, and that was about the time that all the kids were heading in to college, and I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna make this house what it needs to be. This is gonna be a glorified frat house, basically. So I put desks and couches all over the downstairs, and that was semi-successful. I did like that. My husband still missed the recliners though. So then I moved in a cane settee that I found on Craigslist, and it's very beautiful. It is not comfortable, and I don't want to get rid of it. I think it would be really good to have as extra seating, say if I'm having a party or something. It's a good piece of furniture for that, but as far as daily living, nah, not really. So I'm like circling back. So now I'm circling back to the recliners. I'm gonna show you what we found and how I made them look vintagey, so I'm at peace with our compromise. And we've made a few other changes, so let's get started. So before I tell you any more, I wanna thank the sponsor of this video. Ruggable has sponsored our video, and I'm super excited to try out their product. And I really think you're gonna like it too. We have our cat and our dog that are in our space, and so as much as I love my hardwood floors, I need to have rugs for the sound so we're not echoing all the time, and just for the comfort of it. But I struggle with the pets. So I'm really excited to try Ruggable, and I'm gonna show you how to install it and try to answer some of your questions that I know are out there. I brought this up on Instagram at one point, and there were some questions, so I will try to address those as we go. Let's get some food. Let's do it. Ooh, look at this. I love the color, Terry. Do you love it? Do you love it? What do you think? So Ruggable comes in 2 different pieces, and I'm going to show you how to install it. The thing that people love about Ruggable, and I believe they were the first to come up with this idea, but they're washable rugs. So you can take the top layer off the pad and then pop it in your washing machine and just wash it if you have pets and kids. And then of course I have a wood stove, and so we have a lot of dirt and traffic going on in the winter time, and this will be so good for that. So Ruggable has 2 different pad options. One's a lot thinner. It feels like the I guess it's called the hook side of Velcro, and it does a really good job of not slipping on the floor, but it's not super cushy. So I would spend the extra money to buy a rug pad, buy the thicker one. I've never regretted that actually when I'm rug buying, and I know how it is where you go to finally buy the rug. It's a large expense a lot of times, and then you go to check out and realize, oh, I don't have the rug pad. Just warning you, that is an additional expense when you're buying rugs, and it is so worth it. If you want to make it feel that much more expensive, invest in your rug pad. I put my rug pad down with the rubber side on the floor, and it will not slide. It's very, very good for that. And then I have a little bit of an overhang. I just start smoothing out the wrinkles, and I'm gonna go all the way across, kind of like installing contact paper. Is it so nice, Kira? It's so nice. And I think we're all gonna be a lot happier. Oh. Oh! First big thing we did was to wallpaper in here, and my husband is excellent at hanging wallpaper, so I give him credit for how nice it looks. He's a perfectionist. Then once that was done, I had a lot of fun styling the walls. I'm very happy with all the artwork in here. It's all very meaningful to me. It's all color coordinated, but has some good contrast. So I did a whole video on that, how I styled thrifted wall decorations. Most of these are thrifted. I wanted it to look very English cottage in here, and I had to really go hard with the areas that I was allowed to work in that weren't pathways. So I have the little sitting area at the bottom of the stairs. We keep our fire starter supplies in this trunk down here. I found this pillow when I was at Round Top. Once you decide on your rug, it's time to go after the furniture and the layout. So we're back to the recliner scenario, as I explained earlier. I found this pair on Overstock. And when you're looking for recliners that have a vintage vibe, you want to specifically look for cognac leather. That's the color. And I feel like you can age it really well. Anything tufted, anything that's kind of tailored or has the chunky legs on it, that helps give you that vintage flair that you're looking for. We added some wooden casters to the cute front legs. We took shoe polish and gave a lot more definition and made it look more aged. And then I even changed the color of the nail heads. So they come silver, and I think gold looks a little bit more vintage a lot of times. And so I went in with Rub and Buff and I changed each of the nail head colors. It doesn't take very long. I think it was well worth my time. They are built well. They make me happy. They make my husband happy. I think this is a win-win. I have had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out which table to put between them. So I'll show you what my options were. These were my original ones in this space, but they're not working here at all. I had 2 of them that I refinished from the thrift store. And so I'm actually gonna put these out on the porch. I think they'll work out there. Okay, and there's this one. Really cute, but not big enough. Getting better. And I like that detailing down at the bottom. But still, I feel like we could get one step closer. So I headed to the salvage yard to see what I could find. Ew, did run. Taking the back roads to go find my favorite salvage yard. I've seen these for $30. Yardsticks. Oh no, the table that I wanted was right there. It looks like it's sold. Thank you.
You bet.
All right, I'll see you soon. All right, I got it. There was 2 of them. They were from a restaurant, which I thought was extra cool because we a lot of times will eat in our fireside room. And so now we have a true restaurant table in our fireside room. The pedestal is so cool and I love how it balances our cast iron wood stove on the other side of the room. Yes. So there were 2 of them and I carefully studied them, and the only real difference was that one had more gum underneath the table, and so I chose the one with the least amount of gum. That's a great deciding factor. In celebration, we're gonna have Thai food tonight. Actually, it's my birthday, that's why we're having Thai food. This is the piece that I think I want to use. It's kind of rusty on the bottom, so I put this towel down for now before I can figure out how to clean it correctly, but that is cast iron. It is from a restaurant. I took the top off to get it in my trunk, but I'm actually gonna go grab that right now and show you the scale. Okay, it looks really dingy and gross in here right now, but I still think I might use the tabletop. Just cut it in a circle for sure, definitely needs to be cut down. And then maybe I could do a faux marble finish. I've never done that. I would like to learn. Maybe I could do, I thought about concrete, the feather finish, the Ardex feather finish that I did on my husband's desk. I love that look, but I also have a concrete hearth right across the way, and I feel like that might be a little bit much in this small of a room. Might as well just leave the hearth as the focal point. I could strip it down. I don't know. These are the things that keep me up at night. Then the other things on my list are to deal with this window, which is a huge glare because it reflects off the side of the house. And it's basically impossible to get really good pictures in this room because of how bright that window is. The only thing I think I can do is actually add plantation shutters. And so I've been looking for some, charming ones that I can kind of have like partway open. And custom ones are $400. But I did find an almost exact size at the salvage yard where I got this for $40. So $440. Gee, let me think. And then the other big thing I would like to find are some nice size copper pots, because I'm going to put those on the wood stove because I'm trying to bring this color into the other side of the room. If you're ever stumped and you're trying to figure out what to put somewhere in a room for your final decorations, take your cues from what's going on across the way and see what colors are going on there, and then try to repeat those. So that's how I came up with the copper pot idea, was take this cognac color and put some of it on the other side of the room. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow and I'll take you along. Well, I had hopes that I could walk in here and just say, hey, I need copper pot and an alabaster lamp, and they would go, ding, and they would know exactly where everything was, but they don't know. So here I am. I'm going to go through, oh, I don't know, 40,000 square feet. I should find out how big this place is. I'll check back. I'll check back in with you. Okay, I ended up not getting any of that copper stuff. It just, I guess I'm gonna be picky. And you know what happens when I can't find stuff? Oh, and by the way, that was a 55,000 square foot building. I did check. There was, I think, 330 booths. And I didn't find the alabaster lamp. I found a little one, but not a big one. And I found a copper strainer, and I called my son from the store and I said, before I buy this, I'm just checking, do I have a copper strainer? He looked through the house. I already have one. That's making me feel like I'm getting a little bit out of control. But anyway, so I didn't buy that. And then that potbelly piece, it just felt like the wrong era. I want more of a basic looking kettle. Anyway, I'm about to DIY this thing. Or maybe after I scour the internet, I might DIY something. I'm feeling that desperation. I've decided that I think the best look that I could get here is to cut this tabletop into the largest circle that I can get from this shape. The corners are too bulky where I want it in the room, and it's butcher block, I believe. So I'll strip it down after we get it cut, but it's about 1.25 inches thick, which is too thick for we just have a jigsaw. My next idea is that my son is in construction school and he leaves in a minute, and I thought maybe I could get him to take this into class and use the bandsaw and cut me a circle. So I know his professor, and I hope he likes me enough. Well, we got this back, and my son tried to cut it. I think it was pretty hard. See, it's a little bit more rugged than I was hoping. But I think it'll do for now. I'm gonna go strip it, and then I need to clean that. It's kind of rusty. I didn't want to get it on the rug. Okay, we have a problem here. So I scrubbed off the dirt and now I feel like I exposed a bunch of rust. And I've got this steel wool that I'm trying to knock off a bunch of it. But I think I actually need to find some kind of a product because I don't want it to look rusty. I want it to look black. I need to find some type of a product that will seal this and make it look good again. My husband's really good at knowing products to use for my problems. So, let's see what we have in the garage. Okay, I flipped it upside down because I felt like that way I could get everything that I wanted to get done and then let it dry and not touch it. But this is, okay, this is what it's called. All right, let's try this out. You're supposed to paint it on and it transforms the rust. It converts the rust into black. Might have been overthinking this. No. Oh my gosh. Push down and turn. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to sweat. Flip my gloves open. James? Hey, James?
Oh.
I feel like it's broken. Ew. It's supposed to be milky white. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this might be too old or something. I had to put the stupid cap back on because I don't think it's supposed to be creamy white. I think this is too old. You can hear a solid in there. Is that creamy white? It's better. Let's try it. So I actually feel really good about this product. Look how nice that is. I think that's gonna be perfect. Okay, so it's been overnight. I scrubbed it with water and then let it dry, and it's still a little bit dark. So I'm gonna sand this down. Okay, and then this didn't work very well either. I can still see quite a bit of rust. I don't know if the morning dew kind of reactivated things or if the product I was using was so old that it didn't work. So that's frustrating. Honestly, I'm gonna wipe it off and then spray paint it black for now. When I'm styling shelves, I like to put the big pieces in first and then build from there. And I'm always going in diagonals. Alright, so following up on the copper pot and the alabaster lamp that we were looking for at the antique mall, I did track down pieces online. I believe I got the copper pot, which arrived in this condition, damaged in shipping. This I got on eBay, and the lamp I got on Etsy. It was covered by insurance, so they gave me my money back. I'm gonna see if I can bend it back, but it is pretty. I'm gonna try to make this work. Here's my beloved alabaster lamp. Let's open it together. Ooh la la! Wow. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. It's just what I wanted. I love it. And I had a shade in my stash that I think is gonna work. Ooh, that's perfect.
Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of talking, the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. Gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen.
Oh, that's so much better. This room is finally what I think I envisioned it being the day that we moved in, but I just didn't know. It's just been a lot of twists and turns to get to this point. So thank you so much for following along and for all of your suggestions, and I was just so excited to share it with you today. So if you decide to grab a Ruggable rug and try them out, I have a discount for you. It's all caps, She Holds Dearly 10, the numbers 10 at the end, and that'll get you a discount that's just for my followers here. My husband came and told me the other day that we've gone through a lot of rugs in this room, and he said whatever you're doing with the direction you're going with the rugs downstairs, I love them. They're so comfortable and beautiful, and in fact this one in here I think feels like silk when you're walking barefoot on it. There's that was unsolicited feedback from my husband, and I hope that you will find that you love the Ruggable rugs as well. Okay guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.